Yes, we are finally here, a pivotal moment for 2K players.
It's AllCity. Load up that clip.
You know, guys, oftentimes, for as long as I can remember, I get accused of complaining about 2K's practices, and I can't really help it because what I see is just wrong, especially when I come from the era where 2K prioritized gameplay over monetization. I have personally seen how 2K's microtransactions and monetizations have affected gameplay design. It's somewhat like an infiltration, an infection that seeps through the entirety of its gameplay. And the way in which I've seen gameplay development change is that it seems like even from like the onset of loading up 2K, did you guys ever realize that they'll have the pop-up menu? So we're all aware of the pop-up menu that tries to bring you into another buy menu, right? Well, they even do even shadier stuff like pop-up one menu, and then after you hit circle or back out, you then see like the my career option at the bottom of the screen. You go to press it. What I'm saying is they have a delay on the secondary pop-up menu. So they noticed that people would immediately back out of that first pop-up menu trying to get you guys to buy some. Then they put a delay on the second pop-up. When you back out of the first pop-up, you see the my career option at the bottom. So your intention is now to hit X or to continue forward. And then the second menu pops up right when you're about to continue forward. It is so grimy, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Is these type of tactics that affect your gameplay experience, the slimy and shady ways that 2K tries to get you to buy something else. And in 2K, it starts the instant you load up the game. Now, to help give you guys some context, I would like to provide you with some figures that we recently learned about from a Take-Two earnings report. Take-Two, parent company of 2K, recently reported that about 70+% of their revenue comes from microtransactions, purchases made by you guys after you buy the base game. That's a huge chunk of money, and it so happens that 2K is actually leading the way. One of the games under Take-Two's catalog that brings in the most of their revenue. And this is not from selling the game, this is from you guys making microtransactions. So 2K has really perfected the craft in their gameplay design to get you guys to purchase more. And they don't care if it's like children playing the game. They're gonna attack it the same exact way. They could care less if they're taking advantage of their player base. Absolutely zero integrity. I have personally watched 2K completely accomplish the goal of desensitizing you to the point of thinking you need to spend more money in order to compete in this game. There was once a time where we used to shame people who would purchase boosts, getting an advantage in gameplay. And now 2K players are shamed if they don't purchase boosts. 2K players are shamed if you walk out there with 2K sneakers. You don't got tattoos on your player. You don't got the best or latest swag. I used to never think about making custom shoes. Now I get on 2K and it's one of the first things I do. As you guys know, custom shoes cost $10,000 a pop. Not to mention you guys probably pay $100K VC for your tattoos. The crazy thing about it is that you don't know the real world value of what you just spent. All you know is the virtual currency value of it. We easily drop $100 or $150 to get VC packs. VC packs are the only thing on 2K that actually have a dollar figure value on them. Have you guys ever wondered why each individual item in 2K doesn't provide you with a dollar figure value? The builds you make only have a virtual currency value on them. They don't tell you how much of a dollar figure you're paying on them. One of the things that I'm most popular for here on this channel is exposing this, helping to make 2K players realize how much real world money they're actually spending. Let me pose a quick scenario to you guys. You go into Swags and you say you're looking to purchase a hoodie, and that hoodie costs 20K VC. You go and check how much VC you got. Let's say you have 300K VC in your wallet. Pulling out 20K VC may not seem like much to you. But what if that hoodie had an actual IRL money type of price tag on it? What if right next to where it said 20K VC for that hoodie, it also said real world value of $5 or $10? Would you be inclined to spend $10 for a virtual hoodie? Some of you guys may still consider spending that, but you'd probably be less inclined to spend that. Let's say if you buy 5 hoodies, and each time you purchase those hoodies, you see that it's actually $10 and it's not just giving you the virtual currency price of the hoodie. So now with 5 hoodies, you're looking at $50. Surely a lot of us will be less inclined to spend $50 for 5 virtual hoodies. But right now we do that without thinking because we're only seeing virtual currency prices. It seems like most 2K players do not make the conversion from virtual currency to real world money. Take-Two and 2K are fully aware of this and they're benefiting from our ignorance. And hopefully videos like this will shed some light on these egregious practices from video gaming companies, including 2K. Gaming commissions and national authorities are actually starting to take notice of these practices because these companies have so much money rolling in. There's been instances where kids have bankrupted their parents because of the purchases that they made in gaming. I would like to reference this article titled "Commission and National Authorities Take Action to Protect Children from Harmful Practices in Video Games." In this report, they have recognized and detailed some of the ways that gaming companies take advantage of their player base, and they're looking to change this. In the first bullet point, it says direct appeals to children in advertising, urging them to buy or persuade adults to buy for them in-game currency or items. The second bullet point is the use of pressuring techniques such as purchase through time-limited practices, meaning they'll put up a package deal for you, which we've seen on 2K quite often. They'll put something up that says buy within this time, or this is only effective till this particular date. The next bullet point is a lack of clear and transparent information. 2K is great at that. We buy boosts and we don't even really truly know what boost is doing for our players. Why isn't there a description under the boost that actually tells us what the boost is doing to our players? So it's intentionally a lack of clear and transparent information for a purchase that you make. And the last bullet point is failure by the company to ensure that the influencers promoting their products clearly disclose commercial content. And it goes on to say, and do not unduly influence children with their marketing techniques. In the first part of this article, they addressed what was actually wrong, and now they're gonna address how it's going to be fixed, what's actually going to be changing. And this is where you guys will start to see differences in gameplay development, because monetization has so heavily affected a lot of the ways in which these games are developed. The Commission and national authorities in the EU have come up with some key principles for trustworthy online gaming, and now gaming companies are going to have to follow this. The first bullet point says clear and transparent pricing and pre-contractual information. Second bullet point, avoiding practices hiding the cost of in-game digital content and services, as well as practices forcing consumers to purchase virtual currency. This bullet point in particular directly covers what we were talking about earlier, where when you go into swags now, you will begin to see actual real world price tags next to the virtual currency price tag. Right next to the 20K hoodie, you will see maybe a $5 IRL price tag on it. The conversion between virtual currency and IRL real world money is now going to be made for you, and you're going to see it on screen. 2K's gameplay, so heavily affected by monetization, actually changes the way your player is playing out there on the court for the sake of influencing you or persuading you to purchase boosts. The secondary part of this bullet point that says as well as practices forcing consumers to purchase virtual currency. The next bullet point says respect of consumers' right of withdrawal. And lastly, respecting consumer vulnerabilities, in particular when it comes to children. 2K is walking that line of shystiness. There's some companies that lead with integrity, and then there's 2K. There's some gaming companies that wouldn't even think of approaching that line. 2K has not only walked that line, they actually have one foot on the line and the other foot just like hovering over the line, not stepping down yet. And it's changes like this that will serve as the foundational steps to get gaming developers back to developing games, the games that we actually love to play. 2K devs might as well just be developing games for casinos, because it seems so obvious that their main goal is just to get you to spend more money. Almost every single aspect of 2K's gameplay design intentionally limits how much virtual currency you could achieve with just time, persuading you at every single turn from the onset of even loading up the game to make more in-game purchases. And it looks like we're in the beginning stages of this stuff completely changing. I recently watched a video from Osmond Gold explaining this stuff in greater detail. We finna get into it. Let's load up that clip.
Basically, there is a law now in Europe that they are actually changing and holding these companies accountable for their microtransactions. I have been waiting on this for years, and it's been something that we've been wanting for years. This is a massive W.
A few days ago, the European Union made a move on the predatory practices in gaming.
Premium currency serves no purpose in video games other than to obfuscate and confuse the player on how much money they're spending. It is fundamentally manipulative, and it serves no purpose or value to the consumer other than to make them less aware of how much money they're spending.
Simply said, the real reason why premium currencies exist is because people have an idea of how much things should cost in their own native currency. But if I see something available for Robux, I have no idea how much that is. One purpose of the premium currencies is hiding real value. On top of this, when you buy the premium currencies, you either buy a small bundle that doesn't give you enough currency to buy something, which means you have to buy more, or the bundle gives you way too much. And now the next time you want to buy something, you already have some of the leftover currency. So now you only have to buy the smaller pack to get it. So you buy again. Only reason
There's
premium
no value
currencies
to them at all.
exist is because they make more money.
That's
There is
right.
literally no other use for them.
Most people don't care, and they don't understand the problem well enough to realize what the issue is. That's what the problem is.
And just like other forms of gambling, lotteries, and addictive practices, premium currencies and microtransactions should be regulated.
Of course.
Otherwise, things will
Of course.
keep getting worse, which is exactly what's been happening over the last 5 years.
Like, it's made with the explicit purpose to confuse kids.
It's more along the lines of showing that if you don't buy a boost or something really bad
Age
will
rating?
happen to a character. And
Yes.
here, according to the first principle, whenever a game has premium currencies, when you are spending it, you also have to show the players the real money value.
Yeah, all it needs next to it is a little parentheses and showing the local currency. That's all I'm asking for.
Anyone with self-control
Thank
when it comes to
God.
buying stuff, this won't do much. But you would be surprised how much people are willing to pay when they don't know how much they are really paying.
There is no, like, all of these things. And again, keep in mind, everything with this stuff is designed with the explicit purpose of manipulating you.
Which
Royal
might
gems or
be the
something.
biggest one. This might actually change the pricing. Because it mentions that games
Here we go.
should avoid offering in-game virtual currencies only in bundles, mismatching the value of purchasable in-game digital content and services. And
Yeah, this is the most annoying thing. It's like you need to buy something and it's 1,200 points, and you can either buy your points in like 500, 1,000, or 2,000. So it's like you're always going to have an amount left over in order to keep you on the hook.
If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.